folks, I'm going to give you a little insight into my personal life. Both my mother and father, right now in their 70s, have the COVID virus. They're doing okay. They're going to be fine. But they refuse to listen to anything I say. Why? Because they are both self-described Democrats. They can't find any information about what I tell them online through their own sources because, well, of course, social media, big tech covers up all of my sources, your sources, the real sources. So they are suffering right now, 2 weeks, when I don't think they need to suffer. Why? Because I have good friends that are doctors, world-renowned doctors, that tell us how to get through this. But my own parents won't listen. This is what I mean when I tell you about they are so indoctrinated into the other way of thinking to their own demise. And then I see the CDC director come out, Mandy Cohen, making a case for a new vaccine. And I'm thinking, what would my parents think about this? They'd probably get it.
Two things are different. One, this virus is changing, and so you want to have the most up-to-date protection for the changes in the virus. And two, the protection that you get decreases over time. So it's really important to make sure you're getting as protected as you possibly can.
So, no, I'm not going down there. Maybe you need a new vaccine because none of them work. Well, joining me now is one of those world-renowned doctors I'm talking about, cardiologist and epidemiologist, as well as the chief scientific officer over at the Wellness Company. Dr. Peter McCullough is with us. Doc, it's always good to see you.
Thank you.
Doc, don't take this the wrong way, but my parents didn't want to listen to you, and I tried to send them all your stuff, and they just don't want to hear it.
You know, it's frustrating. We all have family members that, seem not to want to accept the principles of early treatment. COVID-19, as you get older, can cause prolonged symptoms. And the McCullough protocol, which starts with virucidal nasal washes and gargles and moves into the over-the-counter bundle of things that can be done, all evidence-based, reduce the intensity and duration of symptoms and get people through it. My mom in independent living just got through a bout of COVID quickly because she followed the principles of the McCullough protocol.
All right, so your mom trusts you. My parents don't trust me, apparently. They should, because it works, and that is what the Wellness Company is all about and what you've put together for people to get very, very easily. And then this news comes out about the new vaccine, but I was reading your Substack today, and that you say, and the studies show, the direct cardiac effects of mRNA-based SARS-CoV-2 vaccines, this cardiac effect. What did you find here?
One of the things that Mandy Cohen didn't tell the reporters is that the vaccines aren't any safer. Now we have data from Crossan and colleagues from Harvard showing the messenger RNA is physically in the human heart, and people have died after the vaccine. It's stuck there. Even a month later, it's producing the dangerous spike protein. Another paper by Rockefeller and colleagues have demonstrated that Pfizer and Moderna vaccines directly applied onto cardiomyocytes in the lab make the heart muscle sick. So I can tell you that there's direct toxicity of these vaccines. The concern about the second study I mentioned is that this would apply to all messenger RNA vaccines. It looks like the messenger RNA is going to go to the heart. And with every one of these messenger RNA vaccines, including flu shots and others, we're going to start to worry about cardiac side effects.
All right, which we started to see young athletes, cardiac side effects on that front. Yet how do you explain, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here, Doc, how do you explain when you have so many people that got it and have no side effects whatsoever?
That was what Joe Rogan asked me a long time ago, that, how come everybody doesn't get sick from the shots? It turns out a paper by Schmeling and colleagues from Denmark showed about a third of the shots, there's no side effects whatsoever, none. There's a third of batches as if nothing's in it. Another 70% or so, there's some mild side effects, and then 4.2% of the doses in this high-risk batch, that's where the side effects are. So it turns out from vial to vial, it's not the same. So it's really luck of the draw. Some people are, very unluckily so, are getting high-risk injections, and there's no quality control over these batches, how much messenger RNA is in it, or impurities or other problems.
All right, I want you to help me here because ivermectin works, does it not?
Ivermectin, safe and effective, dozens and dozens of studies. It's part of a multi-drug protocol. It's more effective than hydroxychloroquine. That works too, a little less effective. But also Paxlovid, Molnupiravir, they have modest effects. But the point is using drugs in combination is what gets people through the illness.
What would you tell people that say, oh, well, I'd be even more sick if I didn't get the vaccine? That's a Fauci line, right? And I think he's tricked a lot of people into thinking that.
The vaccines have never been shown to reduce severity of illness. In the randomized placebo-controlled trials, they didn't reduce the risk of hospitalization and death. They don't make the illness less severe. That really is a false claim. Even the consent form doesn't make that claim. The only indication is in the past, the vaccines reduce the rate of new mild disease, but they don't make it less severe.
Doc, real quick, if you can, for me. The wellness company, this company that you're involved with now, you get this kit. Tell me the benefits and why this is so important. We should have this in every household.
People travel, they get sick on off hours. The wellness company, under the advice of the doctor group there, has a medical kit with some instructions and gives us some baseline medications, some antibiotics, antivirals, other things to get people through, an off hours, bladder infection, viral infection, et cetera. It is revolutionary to have a medical kit that has more than a Band-Aid in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Peter McCullough, as always, it is great seeing you, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. All of you listen to him now. If only I could get my parents to listen to Dr. McCullough like I do. Hey, folks, we mentioned the wellness company. TWC.health/voice. I got a great deal for you. Use promo code VOICE to save 10% on the wellness company's medical emergency kit. It contains the prescription antibiotics, antivirals, and antiparasitics that you need to keep you and your family safe. All right, the address is on your screen right there.